Mr. Computer.
Tabs on the left side.
Tabs on the left side when you log into Build. Basically, your main top part is the dashboard, and that is your main screen. That'll show you if you have people underneath you. That'll show you group pieces. That'll show personal pieces, how many people you've sponsored. And then that's also where the announcement section is, which is where you always want to check. I kind of check that every day. And they also have the Fashion Fundamentals password in the announcements, and it changes every month. So if you're questioning where do I get the password, that's where it is. Then orders, obviously we all know where the orders are. My orders, and then new order. Yeah.
Will you share your screen? Do you know how to share your screen, and we can see what you're talking about?
That's what Jeff and I were talking about. How do we do that? Let's see.
Well, we can just
down at the bottom. I think there should be a button that says share screen on yours, same as mine.
Well, she's using her phone, so we might have the phone look at the.
Oh, do you think I should just flip my?
Yeah, flip it around.
Yeah, you can flip. That probably would work.
Just flip it.
Let me see. This is getting tricky. I'm trying to see. Jeff, what do you... Oh, maybe you can go to... Oh, look. Yeah, look. Flip it. Aha! Check that out. Now let me go back. Whoa. Where are we?
That looks good.
You can see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll hold it.
Okay, Jeff, you hold it.
All right, we're flipping it.
We're in a mess, sorry. Okay. I'm kind of curious myself.
Whoa.
Let me see. Carly's are still in stock, friends. Just so you know. They're still there. Okay, we all know the orders. Jeff, can you go over this way?
Oh, we can even zoom.
Manually zooming over here. You can check out your team, see who's on your team. Your bonuses, you can check. I don't know. Jeff, are you doing that right? Oh, okay. You're freaking me out. You're like switching screens. And then obviously announcements are where announcements are. Company events, they've never really used that yet. And then tools and assets. Actually, this is where you're going to go. Tools and assets, you'll go to assets when you want to look for the Disney, the Disney pictures you're going to want to use. They're not in there yet, I don't think. No, we would have heard. But that's where all the capsule collection pictures are and tons of stuff. Isn't this, Jeff, where we got our things to make our yard signs? Our downloads? I think so.
I don't know that.
I pretend like Jeff knows everything. Sizing charts, all that kind of stuff. So you can do that. I use that all the time. All the time. Oh no, where'd it go? Back. What is happening?
You went side to
side. Ah!
It's in a tab. It's in the tab.
Oh my god.
I don't think she's qualified to do this.
Hey, yes I am. Yes I am. Guys think I'm an idiot. Okay. Yeah, so anyways, tools and assets. That's a link to Fashion Fundamentals, which I want to watch a ton of videos. I want to watch the styling videos. I want to rewatch the fabric video. I think that would be really, really smart to watch again. Because I feel like I just forget stuff, and it would help if I knew all that again. Forms and agreements, that kind of thing. And then this is where you can go to Bless if you want to do that. Old Bless, I'm assuming that does not work anymore. But if you go to New Bless, I already have my stuff in there. And now you can do this. Now you can actually use the internet to make. Jeff, have you seen it, Jeff, yet?
A little bit.
Yeah, isn't that cool that you can actually type things in here just like you did on your app? So your inventory's there, all that kind of fun stuff. And one day, Jenny, is this correct? We're going to be able to maybe use this for pictures? Is that what they're...
Yeah, supposedly it might become like a posting service, kind of like Shop the Row, or like a link for people to purchase your inventory, and you can have pictures saved in there.
They have all the links for it there, but they just don't work yet.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool, huh?
Yeah.
So when you sell something at a party, you can actually legitimately type on, oh, I sold that azure skirt or whatever. So anyways, that's that on the desktop, basically. And you even have your pop-ups. And now you guys, I don't know if you've noticed, if you've just joined, you wouldn't know a difference, but those of you who joined the New Bless a little bit ago, you can now have 2 pop-ups open at once. So I know some people like to be organized and have, all these different pop-ups for different sales, but and you can name them whatever you want. Some people have asked me Does it have to be a certain name? You name it whatever you want, however you keep organized. That's just a tip. And what else, Jeffrey, did we want to talk about with that? Is that it? Oh, the app maybe. Do we want to talk about the app a little bit?
You can do whatever you want.
Emily, will you show how to create an invoice through the web?
Oh, through the web one?
Yeah.
Man, this is intense. Okay, so what? I already have a pop-up open. I can go to Memorial Day week. You mean just like an order?
Uh-huh.
Well, look at all my friends. I still have someone that needs to pay. And then you go to, here, I want to zoom in, Jeff, a little bit. Here it is. I just went up to, here, Jeff, can you go up a little bit? Pop-ups. And I already had a pop-up made, but you can also go over here. Nice, Jeff. Create a new pop-up. Or you go to your existing pop-up. Come here. Oh, I can't see. Okay. And then add a new order. And in the app, that's just a plus sign. So you can choose your customer. Look at all my friends. Woo-woo. And then, let's see. I'll send one to my friend S. Let's see. And then, oh my. Yeah, this looks a little bit different, doesn't it, than the app?
It does, yeah.
But it's basically the same thing. I'm selling an Adeline 10 to her. I'll add that to the list. And then it comes over here kind of like, oh, look, it looks like you're shopping online. It's kind of fun. And then if she bought a 3XL Amelia, click on that, add. And then over here, it puts everything, and you can do the same, you know how on the app, if those of you who have used it, you can do the discount. You can do the discount here too. You can either do it in dollar amount, or you can do it percentage off. And say I want to do, I don't know, 10% off. Tab. There you go. Hit tab, and it gives it the discount. It's pretty legit.
Mm-hmm.
We've waited a long time for this to come into effect, so it's pretty awesome. If you don't have an Apple product, or now it is on Android, but
I like that the phone number is right there too. Did you see that?
Yeah. Yes, so their phone number is right there. And then eventually, I think it's going to happen soon, right, Jenny? We're going to be able to edit their information. We can't right now.
Yeah.
But soon. So if you have 7 test dies, I mean, I think all of us have some people that have a ton of accounts with us, just how it is. Eventually, we'll be able to edit them and see what they entered. And do all of you know that you can see what email they have? Like when they pay an invoice, do we all know that?
Show us.
Like I go to, so Dawn Huber. So here's her purchase receipt email that it sends to you. It'll send one to you every time someone pays to your email. You go up here to the corner, the top corner, and go to show details. Here's their email. I always use this when I send my shipping. I always come here and I put that email in the shipping. Like I use Shipping Easy, so I put it in the email field. So anyways, that's how you can always see their email. I figured that out because I was like, crap, I don't know what their email is because I can't see what they entered, but you can see it there.
Mm-hmm.
Just in the to area right there. So that's handy to know. What else?
I had one thing too. I don't know if I shared this with you, but as you go into each person's account and you can see that phone number. I had a suggestion from another consultant about booking parties. When she was needing some parties on her schedule, she actually went through her list, all her orders of people who just recently purchased from her, and she went and she got their number. And she went and she just texted every single person and said, hey, this is so-and-so, your LuLaRoe retailer, and I wanted to let you know this is the incentive that I'm doing for June. And I hope you love your Irma that you just bought. I'd love to get you some more free Irmas or whatever.
Yeah.
Would you like to host a party?
That is awesome.
Yeah. And she was able to fill her calendar out. She said it was something ridiculous, like 5 months. So, yeah.
That's very smart.
Yeah.
And I like how easy it is to also see what people have bought in the past.
Yes.
Super easy in the app. Super, super easy.
Very useful.
Okay, I'm trying to think of what else to do on there. So yeah, that's basically over here, Jeff, if you come over here. And it's just pretty self-explanatory. This, you add your items to the cart or whatever, and then you come down to the bottom and you can even type in whatever shipping amount you choose to charge them. whatever your personal policy is on that. Let's just charge her $5. Save order. Tessa's gonna be like, what are you doing?
You haven't sent.
Yeah, and then you have to go down and hit send invoice, or you can cancel the order. So if people have done that before to us, they say, you know what, never mind, or they say, hey, can you add these 2 things? You cancel the order and then remake it. So that's pretty awesome.
The big thing with Bless is just kind of when you run into problems. So is there any like questions? That's probably the biggest about Builder Bless. So most of it's something that we've been using for a while, or if we just switched over, probably have gotten used to it.
Hey, could you guys see if there's a way to do a refund on that web version?
Oh yeah, let's see. Wonder if it won't go until.
So you got to go to another. Well, I have to have paid. So go to an old order.
Leslie Mackey asked also, when you're ready, can you not run a cash sale from the computer?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Wonder if you can. Let's see.
I haven't been able to.
I doubt it because it would have given us. Let's see.
But there is an Android version now available.
Yeah, there is.
It's only for sending invoices, it appears.
It appears to only you can send an invoice. Computer.
No refunds?
We'll look at that. So you got to go to a complete one.
Let's look at the complete order. No,
No, I don't think so.
there's no options to do that on the computer. So I wonder if that
We haven't really used the online one too much. Sorry, we're not the biggest help.
But the app, yeah.
But if you have any questions, we can figure it out too.
But yeah, the Android app should. I mean, I haven't heard if there's any issues. Have people been having issues with the Android app?
Misty, have you been using your Android app?
Yeah, I have.
How's it working for you?
It works a lot easier than the computer because I can't check out in person on the
Right.
computer. The only thing that I've been having issues with, but it's just the same as just you have to cancel the whole order instead of being able to put in discounts or anything else like that. So
Yeah.
because I accidentally hit it too soon or whatever, and so that's the only problem I've had. But I haven't had much problems with the Android.
Great.
That's the same thing with all of the
Apple.
Apple and on the computer. It's kind of annoying that you can't adjust afterwards. One time I entered in like 15 items, and then they came up, we had a $10 discount on that. And I was like, oh,
Cool.
good. Yeah, I'll go redo the entire thing.
Too bad. I already sent your order.
Sorry.
So I,
Hmm,
and I have an Android, so I'll try to get good at the Android one, see if there's any differences.
That's true.
Oh, nice. That's true. Ooh, that's good because then you can both check out at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Because we've been using the iPad.
Yeah.
But that's a good idea, Jeff. We should do that. We have 2 parties in homes this weekend. We should try it.
Yep.
That's what we're gonna do. It's on the schedule. I love the Bless app on my phone. I was scared to, even use an iPhone, period. But I love it. So if anyone have any issues or questions with the app at all,
Or with anything.
yeah, just ask us because it's.
Will you guys walk through the app? Can you show it on your iPad?
Oh,
Let me
yeah.
go get it.
Where's
Kitty has a question. Is there a way to do exchanges? We returned one item, then use the return amount as a discount on the new purchase item. Is that the best way?
Yeah, that's the only way to do it right now. I mean, I guarantee not all of our inventories are accurate now because there's not a good option. I mean, I have a list, as probably a lot of you do, of things that people have returned or exchanged, and you just can't enter that in yet. So, yep, that's basically the only way to do it right now.
That's probably the best way in order to keep your inventory accurate.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's times where you just can't do that, and you just have to, you just take it back and you just give them just exchange.
Yeah, seriously.
It's not life or death to have your inventory a little bit off, but
No.
some
I
of
think
them are more OCD than others, I think.
I know. Sometimes I get stressed. I'm like,
Right?
it doesn't matter.
He's pointing to herself.
I love it.
Hey, I have a question.
Yes.
On the giveaways, when you give away an item, do you do the same thing like you did in Old West? Well, just zero it out and then send a receipt to the customer who gets that free item?
I've done both ways. I've done it to the customer and I've done it to myself. It just depends.
I like to sell it to them for a penny.
Oh, Jeff. Jeff is ridiculous.
If you don't sell it to them for a penny, like Jeff said, then you actually get charged
More, but
more.
Yeah. It's called
So
a use pack.
It's better to charge them, a penny to
Yeah.
discount it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
Jeffrey.
That's why I just say buy one,
Me and
get one
Jeff
for a
set up.
penny. Yeah, like buy one, get them free or something.
Oh,
Which I don't think we've ever done, but
no, we've
I'll-
never.
With that, I usually discount if they're shipping it. I'll take off like a penny off shipping so that it actually is free, and I'll tell them that. Do you know what I mean?
oh yeah.
So that you discount, like, say they got free pair of leggings for a giveaway. I don't know. That doesn't make sense. But and then shipping, because I charge $7, so then I just charge $6.99 for shipping or whatever. If that makes sense. So then they're not really paying that penny.
So you charge them for shipping when they want a free leggings?
Well, it depends what it is. If it's a giveaway, it depends on the giveaway, I guess I should say. I was just using that example. If they,
I see.
if I'm discounting, or like a hostess, if I'm giving them a free item, I discount, like, say if it's leggings, $24.99, and then I take it off on shipping or something, so that they don't pay the penny. But most people don't care paying a penny for. But if you just zero it out, like you take 100% off, then you're actually going to be charged like $2 for the piece, and
Yeah.
it takes off your fun card.
You can also do the same thing if you're just shipping free leggings and you're not charging for shipping, you can still charge them a penny, and you just pay for the penny. You just take
Or just cash it out
Cash it
and you
out.
just save cash. Yeah, I've done that too.
Exactly. Another thing I wanted to bring up, for those of you who are looking to qualify, and I think for myself because I'm trying to get as much credit as I can, and also for those of you who are wanting to qualify as a sponsor, starting next month in July, one of the requirements is that you have an average sale price of $30. So hence one of the reasons why I'm saying get away from selling a lot of leggings. Start selling the higher priced items, because that's going to up your average piece sale. Does that make sense? And also, if you're trying to qualify as a sponsor, you need to sell 175 pieces, and also it needs to equate to at least $5,000, and then your average piece price has to be $30. So if you're adding in a lot of those free items, it's going to take your average down.
That makes sense.
So I don't know. I'm in some ways I'm almost considering not even recording those. Maybe keep a separate record of the free items that you give away rather than sending them through the system. That was just one of the thoughts I had.
Yeah,
Those of you trying to qualify.
that makes sense. Okay.
Ooh.
Well, so now I have this up right here. Did you want me to go through these, Jen?
Yeah, please.
Okay, so pop-ups is the top one in yellow. I love how colorful that is. And then this is, you can see all the pop-ups you've had. And then I usually only have one open a week. I think I have OCD. Some people have multiple open all the time, and that kind of gives me an anxiety attack. But you can do whatever you want. So I should probably cancel Tessa's thing. She's gonna be like, "What the crap?"
OCD.
Yeah. So I know. So then all your complete ones will be at the bottom. Your open ones will be right here. The open ones also give me anxiety, but it doesn't matter. So then it'll tell you it's open at the top. So that's where you do all your sales. And then to add a pop-up, it's the little plus sign up here in the corner, the right-hand corner. You can add a pop-up. So, and then you just, and then people have asked me this before too. I just put my address for the ones that I'm selling here. Anything I sell here at my house or at my neighbor's house or whatever, I just put here. Obviously, when I go to someone else's house, I type in their address. So that's that. And then I actually just found out also that this is called a hamburger. Have you guys heard of that? The 3 lines?
Mm-mm.
People call it a hamburger apparently.
Mm.
So I was really confused when people told me to look for the hamburger. So there's the hamburger. And then you go to sales is the orange one. And this actually, I feel like this has changed quite a bit since they started Bless back in February or January. If I'm super anxious and want to see my money in my funds card right now, I go to get paid at the bottom. I have none today because I do it all the time. Anytime people pay me, I'm like, okay, I need money in there. I need money in there. So anyways, you can do that. I think you can do it an unlimited amount of times or whatever, but it'll automatically do it. What is it, Jeff? Every night in the middle of the night?
Yeah, it's like 1 a.m. Pacific.
All your paid orders will go to your funds card. But if you would like it right this second, go to get paid and do it right then and there. And then view payments. You can view all the payments you've had. They list it by date. View open orders. I like doing this one too. So you click view open orders, and that'll show you all your orders that are open, not
You might
paid.
have more than one pop-up.
Yeah. So if you have more than one pop-up open, you want to see all your open orders right there. Then orders by customer. I've really liked this. This is where I see what people have been buying. So someone says, what size blah, blah, blah did my sister order last month? Like I have a couple customers that are all sisters. And then I can tell them. I can look up their name and see their past orders.
I think that's against HIPAA.
Oh, yeah. It's against HIPAA. Sorry. You guys gone to the doctor and they tell you you can't find anything out about your phone number?
I'm sorry
Anyways.
to share that information with you.
Yep, so annoying. Anyway, so I can see all of Ashley Knudson's things. I can see what she ordered. It's awesome. I love using that.
Cool.
So anyways, and that helps too. Like Jenny was saying, you can see what they've ordered from you when you text them because their numbers are in there, their phone numbers. And I heard that eventually it's going to be email, but you're also going to be able to see their phone number too.
Hey,
Okay.
quick question.
Yeah.
So I had kids and I missed a second when you guys were talking about returns, but you know, in that's the screen how you can do a return, right? Did you
Yes.
guys know that? Okay.
Yes. So then
you're in their order.
Yeah, inside their order. So I'll open up, say Dawn wants to do a return. Yeah, you just go to the order. This is a complete order. Then down at the very bottom, there'll be resend receipt or return items. You'll click on return items, and then it'll have you type on the item you want to return. And then it'll give you options like original credit card, a new credit card, or cash. And then it actually now has, I think, return shipping and handling too that you can click if you want.
Yes, but you can return just shipping and handling. I found
Right. That is true. That is true. So, yeah, it's pretty easy to return stuff now. Pretty quick, pretty simple. Yeah, I love that. Inventory, yes, that's pretty self-explanatory. That just tells you. Sorry, I'm like looking at the iPad and my phone. It's kind of hard. Jeff, do you want to hold the phone? We're really technical. But yeah, that just tells you what everything you have. So like all my dresses, lists everything. It even puts the mommy and me separately. I like how organized it is. And then, oh, whoa. No. What are you doing? Pink? Okay. Where's my hamburger? Okay. And then receiving. This is, you guys, I've been doing this since February and I still sometimes forget. Every time I get a box, you need to go to the purple receiving and type in the plus sign up here in the top corner and type in your order number and then approve everything that you got in your box except into your inventory. So I think it actually is accept or something like that. I'm trying to remember, but you'll be able to see it.
Yeah.
So don't forget to do that. Sometimes I'm like, why do I only have that many left? Oh, because I didn't accept my box.
And they make you do it one at a time. Essentially, click
Each
on every
piece.
each type of piece
Or
at
each
least.
style.
And but you just use it as the checklist to make sure you got everything.
Yeah.
I think that's why they don't let you just click accept the
Whole order.
They want you to go through and make sure you got every item.
Which is kind of nice, actually. And is this correct, Jenny? When they've actually put like a slip in there saying, your 2XL Amelia has been back ordered. It's correct to go into the dashboard on Build in the far right corner on the bottom and type in as a missing piece for my order.
I'm not sure on that. I would assume if they put a slip in your box that
I thought they said they'll give you a certain amount of time. Emily and I have disagreed on this, so.
It's like, I don't
I'm
know.
trying to settle the disagreement.
Yeah, it's,
I don't know for sure on that. I have never received a back order slip.
yeah.
If I'm missing items, then I just email missing items
Oh.
at LuLaRoe.com, and they usually respond fairly quickly, but they have
Yeah.
been really accurate lately. So
Yeah, it's been
They
super.
do want you to use that form now instead of
Yeah.
the email. It's
Oh.
that form. And
There's a
I
form.
don't, if there's a back order card, I don't think that counts because they'll do, I think what they do now is they automatically, if it's just like 1 or 2 items that are back ordered, they're just going to give you a credit. They're
Right.
not going to
Wonder if
give you the
they do.
items.
Yeah,
That's
so
what
check,
happened with me
check
recently.
that.
okay.
They sent us a box with a giant box with one Sloan in it.
I got one of those too, a whole box with 1 item.
Oh,
So weird.
You never know. You never know. But this is also in the, this is, pan out, Jeff. This is the dashboard in Build. The bottom right corner is where you can do damaged items. That's where you know, somebody says, I have holes in my leggings. This part wasn't stitched right. You click on damaged items form, fill everything out, and follow the directions on what pictures they want to of the item. If you have questions about that, you can ask me and I can forward you what I send people, like the example that they want. But they also email you. If you fill out this form, the damaged items form, they'll always email you back. They're really fast now. It's super fast. They'll actually give you an example too of what they want in the pictures and the tag pictures and all that. So anyways, that's a side note. Back to what were we talking about again? No, my iPad light went off.
receiving inventory.
Yeah.
One other thing, if you get an extra item that you weren't supposed to get, you cannot enter that into your
Right.
inventory. So that's gonna really bug
Yeah.
the OCD
Yeah.
people.
Yes.
So you might as well just keep it.
Just take it out of your inventory and keep it.
Yeah, just wear it. Give it away, I guess.
Yeah, a giveaway.
Anyways, that is true. That's another inventory thing that hopefully one day I think it'll be fixed. So anyways, the receiving help, I've never really had to ever use help because it's pretty easy to use. But there's the user guide, terms and conditions, and the privacy policy.
Well, the privacy
Nice.
policy, that's my favorite.
So
Papa.
yeah. Those are all the tabs that I use. Are there any questions? It's pretty cool.
Trying to think of any weird things that I've had to deal with.
No. I don't think so.
There's just a bunch of stuff that we're excited to have, that a lot of features that are on the way.
Oh yeah. A lot like which one, Jeff? We were talking about
Editing people's
info.
info is a big one.
Oh, how do you find your customer sign up link? Is there a place to find that?
Oh.
I
That's
don't want to answer that question because I just copied someone else's and put my name in it.
That's because originally it was in the welcome email. That's where I got mine.
Ah.
A welcome to Bless email. So I just went to my Gmail account and like searched welcome to Bless and found that email from forever ago, and it's in there.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, a lot of people just slip your name in. It's the same thing.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, Liam. He's so mad.
Keely asked, can you edit your customer information if you don't have an address?
You can't edit it yet.
Oh, okay. I have another thing that came up with Carla. I don't think she's on,
Yeah.
but she was saying she was having a hard time getting her customers info. Her customer applications weren't processing, they weren't going through, and so she didn't know what to do or how to invoice them. So I suggested that she try doing a guest checkout. There is a way to send an invoice or do a sale without actually having them fill out the form. Could you show how to do that?
Yes. I actually have done that. I've had people at pop-ups that say, I don't want to give you any of my information. There's people like that. So I've definitely gone in and say, okay, so I hit the plus sign. I'm in a pop-up. Say I'm at somebody's house. Plus sign, and then guest checkout. And all you have to do for guest checkout is their email address. And I've even had people say, I don't want to give you that either. So I just type mine in. That's all I do. There's some grumps out there,
Oh.
but that's just what I do. So, yep, it's definitely faster, but I'd rather have their info.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is an option. The guest checkout. It is just, choose or add customer when you're doing an order. It's right under it in purple.
How about that? Have you ever done a wholesale transfer? Has anybody ever done that?
Ooh, I haven't done it yet.
Neither have I.
Interesting.
Oh, enter retailer ID.
Yeah, so you probably just enter that, and then it takes you from there.
And that brings me to wonder if any of you would be interested in doing like a monthly swap.
Sure.
Yes, I've been thinking that lately. I would love to swap some things.
Heck yeah.
I know that if you're not local, obviously it's trickier if we do swap that way because you have to pay shipping and stuff. But I'm sure there are local girls in your area that would be interested in doing swaps. But for those who are local, let's organize a get together each month and do a swap so that we can, sometimes we can't order tons of new inventory every month, and maybe just swapping our inventories and getting new eyes and new inventory to new eyes, yeah, would help.
I like that.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
Let's do it.
Angela says yes. Okay, good.
Cool.
Okay. Any other questions, you guys? Emily and Jeff have done an awesome job.
Flew off by the seat of our pants.
But you've used it for so long, though, it's just kind of second nature at this point. So
Yeah, I love it. I think it's awesome.
it is. It's a great app.
I think that's the cool thing about it is it is pretty intuitive.
Yeah.
I just went for it when I first got it, and it's pretty clear how to get going. So
User friendly. Yeah.
yeah, definitely. I'm a big fan.
I'm
So much easier than like typing out the credit card numbers. Oh, I hated that.
I know. It took forever.
So much better.
Oh, yeah.
People get so mad. Oh,
Yeah.
it stressed me out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, it's so nice.
And don't make a mistake and fill in all the spots with a period.
I know. It was a nightmare.
This is so dumb. Okay, awesome. Any other questions, you guys? I was just saying at the beginning of this that most of the people on here are people that have already been using it. So we've got a few that are new. So if you guys newbies have any questions,
Yeah.
shout them out. Maybe you haven't used it enough yet to have some questions, but hopefully, I do have this recorded. Hopefully, as you are using it, this will be posted so you can come back to it as a reference and possibly help answer your questions for things that you maybe didn't know you were going to come across. So, okay, awesome. Everybody, give Emily and Jeff a silent round of applause. Okay. Thank you guys so much for being willing to do that tutorial. I appreciate it. I agree that this app is amazing, and it's really changed the way that we've been able to do business, making it so much easier, so much more flexible, because literally it was one night I was sitting in my bed and I had my iPad and I was sitting in my bed watching TV and I was invoicing. I could pull up all of my inventory with sellit.social. I could post my inventory. I could take it down from my iPad in my bed. And it was like the most amazing thing ever.
So good.
Yes, so I can watch TV at the same time.
Necessary.
Perfect. Oh, do you guys look at my shirt?
Cute.
It's Mickey. It's my friend got it for me at the leadership event because I was begging her.
Oh, yeah.
Please, I can't go.
Cute.
It's the boyfriend tee,
Oh.
which makes me think that they're probably going to end up launching
Yeah.
this style sometime because they made the Disney shirts out of them. So
Cute.
but I really like this style. So okay, you guys. Well, thanks so much for being on. You guys are amazing. I will repost this on our team page. And if you have any other questions, Emily and Jeff are awesome resources. I'm here to help. Leslie, you know, there's a lot of us who have been using Bless for quite a while. So feel free to post on our page or come to one of us if you do have questions. So anyway, thanks again. You guys are amazing. Keep working hard. For those of you who maybe missed the beginning of the call too, I am going to issue a June challenge. I don't know exactly what I'm giving away yet this month, but the June challenge is kind of a challenge to help prepare us for the next month, July, where everything is going to start being based on sales. And so for those of you who are working on your sales, wanting to either qualify for certain levels, your bonus check or cruise qualification, something like that, this is going to be a good kind of preparatory month to start focusing on that. So the challenge this month is to sell 100 pieces and purchase 100 pieces. So you want to just do 100 pieces sold, 100 pieces purchased. If you guys can do that consistently every month, I feel like it's a very doable goal. I feel like it's also a goal that will bless your life and help you, you know, maybe keep that consistency throughout the months, which is what we really want. And we want to also make sure that that we're not just taking in inventory into our business, but we also want to be selling that inventory, and more so selling than we are maybe, you know, I mean, we've got to have that equal amounts. And if you're trying to grow your business, you've got to take in more inventory. But the most important thing about this business is to sell that inventory, because the point of it is to make money. That's why most of us came into this business, you know, whether it's about helping people or about making us feel better about ourselves or making other people feel better about ourselves. There is the aspect of also making money, you know, and so I really wanted to focus on that this month, is selling that inventory, really turning it over so that you can bring in that new inventory to show your current customers. I feel like that's a huge thing, a huge thing that has helped me cruise qualify over the last months. Especially last month, I knew I didn't have too many parties booked. I'm going to be totally honest. Let me see how many in-person parties I had booked. I'm going to tell you right now. For May, I was not super prepared. So that's bad for me to not be prepared, right? And when you're not prepared, you get scared, right? If we are prepared, ye shall not fear. However, I was not prepared. So, and I had that trip that it was coming up. So I had one, did I have, I had two. I had two in-homes. So that was no good. So at the beginning of the month when I saw that, I was like, okay, crap, I need to figure this out. So what I did was I went through and I put down all the dates that I could do a live sell, and I wrote those into my calendar. I did a special Cinco de Mayo sale, which was crap. It didn't work. It was really crappy. Let's see, what else did I do? Pretty much what I did was a lot of live sales. I did giveaways to keep my group interested, but I want to show you, because this is my schedule, and this green part was the leadership training that I was supposed to go to, but then this was all like Germany for the last half of the month. So I had to cruise qualify before I left for Germany. So anyway, I just filled in my schedule with all these live sales, but the main thing that I made sure I had for each of the live sales was new inventory. Every time I did a sale, I went back and I reordered. I did maybe 2 orders so they had a good amount of things to sell. And what I've been doing lately too is I've been trying to focus per style. So when I do an order, I usually just order a good amount of one style, because if you have onesie twosies in different styles, there's not options for everyone to shop. So so like this next order coming in, I have all sizes of Azures and all sizes of Irmas coming in, maybe different amounts in each size, but I have all the sizes available so that when I go to do a shop the box, anybody who's watching can find something in their size. And I feel like that's really been working for me. And then I've also been just really pushing upselling, trying to create outfits. Mike has been my right-hand man, and they even love Mike now for making their outfits. They don't even ask me to make an outfit anymore. They're like, could Mike find me a top to go with that skirt? Could Mike find me a skirt or a joy that matches that? So it's been really great because we can work together. I can stay on camera. I can continue to show other things while he's finding an outfit, and it's almost like we're kind of working double time. But I feel like having new inventory, as hard as it is when you're kind of getting started, and if you don't have a lot of funds to use right in the beginning, it makes such a big difference. So as much as you can have new inventory for your online sales, and I really feel like, you guys, Facebook sales are going away from album sales. People are not shopping the albums. Do you guys feel like that?
Yep.
How do you feel about that?
Albums have been pretty lately.
Yeah. You too, Chel?
Really good hostesses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Unless you have a super amazing hostess.
Yeah.
Yeah. No good. I feel like, I mean, I've been selling less in my album sales with my entire inventory posted than I have been in a live sell, which is crazy to me. So I really feel like with your Facebook sales, with your online sales, it's so much more now about live, about that face-to-face interaction and helping your customers, interacting. Everybody's watching reality TV shows now, and I feel like we're a reality TV show for them. They open up their Facebook and they see our video pop up, and the more often we're on, the more often they're going to see us, or the more likely they're going to see us. And they're going to end up coming in, and they're going to end up seeing something that they want and buying from us. If we're sporadic or not on very often, the less they're going to see us come up. Not everybody in our groups see our posts. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth. And so the more you can get on that live video, and the live video, if you guys didn't know, actually, what do I want to say, gives you more exposure on Facebook. It actually gives you more viewing ability, you know what I mean? As opposed to like a post or a giveaway. Being on live video is going to get you more interaction in your group because more people are going to see that. So, and in a video, I did notice too, in your live videos, if you can stay on long enough to let people start commenting and start interacting. I have girls in my group that talk to each other in the Facebook Live. They have conversations with each other. The more comments that they're making to each other in that feed, the more exposure you're getting as well, because it's all about those comments, right? So, you know, for me, I stay on a live video for probably, on average, like 3 to 4 hours. It sounds like a long time. I usually start 8 o'clock and go till 11 or midnight. But it's amazing how many people will come in and shop with me later on. You know, I'll be starting at 8 and then they'll have to go do something. They'll come back in and shop again. You know, they finish their thing, come back in and shop again. So all in all, I feel like those live sales, I mean, I cruise qualified in half a month doing those live sales because I was super unprepared. So you can totally do it. If that's something you really want to do, you can totally do it. But yeah, So anyway, I would encourage you guys to do more live sales. They're really awesome. If you really can't do in-person parties, live sales are probably the next best thing. But the in-person parties, there's nothing like them. There's just nothing like being able to make that in-person connection with your customers, and also finding new customers that way. That's how I built my local customer base in the beginning. And I feel like when you're beginning your business, when you're starting out, that first 90 days, you really have to build your local customer base, because they're going to be probably the most loyal customers for you over the course of your whole business. When I started, I have customers from when I started still shopping from me now, but those customers are pretty much all local. They're not my online starters. They're my local. So super important. So anyway, I wanted to share that just so that you could kind of see that even if you maybe don't have a lot of parties on your calendar, you can make it work. You can make it work by keeping that inventory fresh and going live. And as much time as I spend on live, I feel like, you know, I could be loading up my car and traveling to a pop-up and setting up, taking down, loading up my car, traveling home, resetting it up in my house. How much time have I wasted? And I wouldn't say I wasted it, but how much time have I just spent? Probably 4 hours. Whereas when I'm on live, I just spend that whole 4 hours selling and, you know, making money rather than loading my car. So there's a lot of great aspects about live video. And I think a lot of people enjoy that. Because it's less work for them to have to travel rather than travel out to a pop-up. So anyway, any questions, you guys? Any other questions for tonight or comments, things you want to share, anything that's happened? Any word about LuLaRoe collection for Disney? No, Chelsea, we haven't heard anything. I am in a way hoping that it comes out this month so that it helps me to cruise qualify. Because usually when something cool comes out, it's really easy to sell a bunch. But at the same time, if it comes out in July's sometimes a slower month, so that could be really great for your July too. But I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. I don't think that they've said anything about it. I would be on the home office calls just to make sure you don't miss out. I would be checking your email because obviously they never announced the Americana collection and it just popped up in our email. Thanks for posting that, Emily. I was in Texas in the airport and I was like, oh my gosh. So I hurried and ordered right before I walked on the plane, but all the Carlys were out of stock. So anyway.
I know. Do you think that they're gonna give us like a heads up like a week in advance, or do you think they're just gonna like release it like home office, we're doing it in an hour?
That's how I think it's gonna be is they'll announce it in a home office call. That's usually how they announce every collection, which is why Americana totally surprised me that they just emailed it out. But you never know. That's the thing. So maybe, you know, they may be rewarding those who are connected and paying attention and working their businesses. They may reward us that way by just emailing it to us and putting it up. I don't know. So I would just be aware, but definitely be on the home office calls because they'll probably, I would guess that they'll probably kind of hint as it comes up closer to the time. But I have no idea. So like we said in the beginning of the call, I would just keep selling, Don't worry about when it's going to pop up. It'll pop up when it pops up. Just keep selling. Say, you know, keep using your half of your money made, half of your sales for reinvesting in your inventory. You can keep your profits, maybe put it in a savings account so that when that Disney collection comes up, you have the funds, but don't stop ordering. Don't hoard all of your sales money because your inventory is going to slowly start to wean down, and you're not going to have anything to sell. So keep replenishing that inventory, keep keeping it fresh, so that you can keep that money flowing in, and you'll have that fluid cash to spend on the Disney collection when it does come. So hopefully soon, though. I'm excited. It's gonna be cool. Did you guys have anybody, have you guys shared the opportunity with the Disney collection thing coming up? Have you seen any interest in business-wise, like people wanting to get in because of the Disney collection or anything?
Yeah, I've had people like ask me the logistics of it all from it, but nothing past that.
Okay.
Darn it.
Yeah, I know. I had one.
Yeah.
sign up, but she's still on wishy-washy about it. So
Yeah, it's hard.
yeah.
I heard there's rumors going around. I highly doubt it's true, but people are freaking out. Like all these people were like messaging me, like consultants I know. They're like, someone's going around saying online that the initial package for Disney is going to be $6,000, and so everyone's like freaking out. I'm like, I don't think that's how it's going to work. But so if you hear rumors, just don't even play into it.
Yeah, that's interesting. The thing about that too is rumors are rumors, and until LuLaRoe comes out with anything, I don't believe any of them. I don't listen to them.
Crazy.
I just wait until Deanna and Mark come out with the official announcement.
Yeah.
And then at that point, whether it was true or not, whatever, now I know, and we can move forward. And whatever it is, there's no use in worrying about it now. What good is it to worry about it right now?
Yeah.
It's and stop your business for it. So I know that's funky. I don't know how people come up with these rumors.
Me either.
So silly. All right, you guys. Well, thanks so much. I'm not going to keep you any longer. But if you do have any other questions, please feel free to message me, message other team members. You guys help each other, be there for each other, and lift each other up. If you guys are having a hard time, go to a close friend on our team. Come to me. I'm totally here for you. I'm here to help you. One other thing I did want to share with you too. Sorry to keep you on so long, but I did want to share this with you. Before we went on our trip this last month, it was interesting because I obviously was trying to cruise qualify before I left. We were super stressed out. I was feeling like overworked, super stressed. Mike was feeling it. The kids were feeling it. And I left feeling like so crappy. Like I left my kids and we weren't like on super great terms, at least me and Alana. You know, when I left, she like didn't even want to give me a hug because she was grumpy about something and I was grumpy in the morning and whatever. So I want you to know, like, I totally get what life can be like if, you know, how stressful it can be. And so I want you to know that, you know, if you're feeling that way, come to me. It's okay. It's okay for you to talk to me and vent to me. And sometimes all you need is someone to hear your concerns and tell you it's going to be okay, or give you some advice from experience, and then that helps and you can move forward. But one thing that was really great was when we were on vacation, I really got the chance to kind of unplug my phone a little bit more, and not feel like I had to be glued to it 24/7, and just enjoy doing things. Enjoy, you know, my surroundings. Stop and just look at my surroundings, or, you know, go for a walk, or sit down and eat dinner and talk with friends. I had the chance to do that, and it was amazing how relaxing that trip was compared to any of the other trips I've gone on this year, because we really were just able to kind of unplug and just let our minds relax. And so I've been trying really hard to implement that coming home, because I really felt good and I wanted to bring that home. And so what I've done on my phone, because this is one of those things that really, because of my OCD, see here on my phone where that Facebook app is. Sorry, it's blurry, but you can see that little red number in the top corner of the Facebook app right there. How many of you feel like you have to click on it whenever there's a number? I do. It's so annoying. So I figured out how to go into my settings, go into my notifications, go to Facebook, and right here has the option to just totally turn off your notifications right there at the top. It's totally off, so I have 0 notifications. Then what happens is I don't see that number. I turned that notification off on my messages as well as my Facebook Messenger, because those are the 3 that I go to every single time when I have a little number popped up. I go to that automatically. I turn on my phone and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to resolve this. I need to resolve that, so I need to press on that and see what it is. Now that it's off, they don't show up. No numbers. Okay, so in my mind, I don't feel like I have to go and resolve that, but then I can then choose myself when I want to go in and check and see if I have a message. So I want to tell you this for a couple of reasons. Mainly, the first reason is so that you guys can stress less. Choose when you work. Do not be ruled by your phone and your messages. Don't let it rule your life, right? And that's what was ruling my life before. And I feel like I already knew that I was like addicted to that and like couldn't stop. I didn't have an idea of how I could stop myself from doing that, but I just knew. And I knew it when I was doing it, and I felt horrible about it, but I couldn't stop. And so I figured out a way to help not see those. And then secondly, I want you guys to know this, because if you message me and I don't get back to you right away, it's because I didn't check my messages yet. So if you have something that's urgent, give me a call. Feel free to call me. If I don't answer right away, leave me a message. And I will see that, and I will see that if you called me, it was something that was, urgent and important, and I'll call you right back as soon as I can. If it's not super urgent, feel free to message me, and then when I am able to get to my messages, then I will message you back. But it has really helped me a lot since I've gotten home to relax, to set my phone down, and to engage with my family and be present with them, or do something else, clean my house and not feel like I have to have my phone right with me all the time. So I wanted to share that with you guys too. It's been really good for me. So anyway, thanks again, you guys. I'm sorry if I've kept you a little bit long tonight, but you guys are amazing. I know that you guys can do this business. I know it's hard sometimes. It's really hard sometimes. Coming home from my vacation, I almost felt like I didn't want to work because it was so relaxing and so nice. But as I'm kind of separating business with family, from family, and keeping that separate, it's actually helping a lot for me to enjoy life a little bit more and not feel like I have to work myself to the bone to achieve whatever goal I want to achieve. So, but you guys are amazing. Keep up the good work. Let me know if you ever need anything, and help each other. Let's lift each other up and be there for each other. And you guys have a wonderful night. Okay?
Thanks, Jen.
Thanks, Emily and Jeff. You guys were amazing. I'll post.
Thanks, Jeff and Emily. Thanks, Jenny.
Good night.
Bye.